Hello everyone, my name is Miss Taylor and today we are going to do an instructional video on how to create your own Pixton. So Pixton is a site where you could make your own comic or whatever kind of pictures that you want to show a story. So in this one specifically, we're going to do the life cycle of an animal because that is what we did focus on in class today. And that life cycle is going to be any animal of your choosing, but we're going to focus on the 4 main stages. And so the first stage is going to be birth. Make sure that we include a fact about birth and talk about the birth of that animal. We're going to do the second stage, which is going to be growth. So make sure you tell something about how they grow, what happens to them as they're babies, something along those lines. The third one is going to be the reproduction. So how long is the mom have the babies in their belly? How often? Something along those lines. And then the last one is going to be death, and we want to talk about lifespans or ways that maybe if it's an endangered species, how are they usually do they die? So those are going to be our 4 main phases, and within each one I want you to have one fact. So what we're going to first do is go on to Pixton. I'm going to divide this up into our steps. So step number 1 is going to be to log in. So coming on to the Pixton.com, you're going to click sign in with Google because we're going to be using our school accounts. So you're going to find your school account, and if it is not in there already, you are going to make sure you type it in. So mine is going to be right here, my CSUSM EDU one. Once we go there, it should log us straight in. If not, it's going to prompt you to do your password. So make sure you enter your password. That is your school password. So now we're going to click create now. That's going to be our second step, is to click create now right here in the red. Create now. Okay, once we click create now, it should bring us up to this page, which is going to be a little overwhelming. We're going to start though in the top left corner where it says untitled comic and click on that. We want to make sure our comic has a title and we don't want to forget later. So we're going to name ours Life Cycle and then whatever animal you want. So I'm going to do a chicken for this example. Chickens. Because I figured no one really wants to do a chicken, and then you still have all your favorite animals left out there. So we're going to click the red check mark in the right corner. So now our comic has a title. Step number 4, I believe, is going to be to create a background. Right now you can see on our right side that this is just a blank comic. There's nothing there. But we want to make sure that we have a background. So you can choose any background you want, but I want it to kind of fit what your topic is. So I'm going to actually start in my bedroom. So I'm going to do bedroom. You can start in the classroom, outside, wherever you want. And I'm going to pick a bedroom. We're going to pick, you can scroll, there's a lot of options. But we're just going to pick this one right here with a telescope. Because I think it's kind of interesting. You can also click these buttons down here, make it nighttime. I'm not sure what the other ones do. I think this little palette is going to change the color. And this one might, let's see, let's click on it. Oh, it's going to just change it to a different, like, filter almost. So, but I'm just going to click the sun. I'm going to do normal daytime. And that's our background. Okay, a comic is not complete without having characters. So we're going to add a character, and I'm going to click add person. You can add a cartoon if you want. Those are going to be like animals, but I know they don't have chickens, so I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to click on someone that I want to be my person that's going to tell us. I could do maybe a farmer because we are talking about chickens and they do live on farms. So we're going to do a farmer. We're going to click on this first one right here. And then I'm going to make mine, you can pick from all these different options. You can pick younger, middle, an adult, whatever you want. But I want it to kind of reflect you as a student. So I'm going to click a older girl. And then once she loads on there, you can see she doesn't have any skin color or hair color. So we're going to make sure to add that in. So we're going to click skin. We're going to click one that matches ourselves, as well as hair color. Pick one that matches. And then we're gonna do a hairstyle, whichever one you would like. There's tons of options. We're gonna do some pigtails here. Perfect. So that's gonna be my character. Now, once my character's in, we're gonna move on to our next step. So our next step here is going to be to click on our dark green one and add an expression to our character. Because right now she just has a blank face, and that's not really exciting or inviting for our comic. So you can scroll through all of these different ones depending on the emotion, but we're gonna be really excited to talk about chickens, so we're gonna put a smile. Perfect. Next, going with expression, we are going to also add an action. So down here, clicking on our light green, we're going to click on an action. And for this one, I want her right here in our green little box. You can pick if you want them facing to the either side or the middle. Since we're going to be looking at our reader, we're going to click the middle. And now we are going to pick which pose you want for them. So I'm going to have her waving to say hi. Perfect. Okay, so our next step is going to be to add words. So we're gonna make sure we have words. So we'll click the blue button and we'll click speech, because she's gonna be talking to the reader. We're not just having captions or sounds. Although you can add those as extras, I want to make sure that your character is the one talking. So make sure your character has speech sounds. So what we're gonna say here is we're gonna say, hi, everyone. Today I want to model. Model means show or explain the life cycle of a chicken. Ooh, make sure we add the I in there for chicken. Perfect. So now that I do that, I think I want my comic to have my character going to a farm and showing you the chickens. So instead of just leaving it like this, I'm gonna say, follow me. Because I want them to come along to go to the farm. So I'll click the blue check mark to add it to our comic. Right here, look at that, it's gonna be added in. We can move this around if we want, press and hold it. I think it looks best right there. So now, to make my next slide, I'm going to click on this little plus button down here at the bottom. And we are just going to repeat the same process with the same steps, just making it custom to that specific slide. And I will come back with you guys to show the finished result and what to do for uploading it. Okay, everyone, so I have finished my comic. You can see right here I am on slide number 7. I have 7 slides. Oh, I clicked the wrong button here, so we're going to click back onto our slide. And when we click edit, it'll bring it back to the screen that you guys already had. And right here is going to have my comic. So right here is going to say, hi, oh, that's my last one again. I'm going crazy. So this is going to say, hi everyone, today I want to model the lifestyle of a chicken. We did this one together. So now I went onto my farm and I made sure to give one fact about their birth. I moved on to give one fact about growth. This one is just an extra fact in there about the names of the animals. One fact about reproduction. One fact about lifespan or death. And then one important thing is to make sure you end it with a slide that says thank you or sums up what you were talking about. You don't want to just end on a fact. You need to make sure that your audience knows that you're done. So I said thanks for coming along, and I'm back in my bedroom. So to finish it up, we're going to click the done button right here, the red done button. It's going to show it as more of an actual comic strip. We're going to click the download button. And once we download it onto our computer, we will click zip. This will download it onto our computer, and from there, we can upload it for the rest of our class to see on Google Classroom.